إبراهيم أهلا وسهلا فيك عبر سكاي نيوز عربية.
Thank you for having me.
احكي لنا ليه أنت بأبو ظبي؟
For many reasons, but maybe the most important one is that I'm going to have a concert on the 31st at the Culture Foundation, and I'm glad to be here.
حلو، قد إيه متحمس للحفلة رح تكون بأبو ظبي؟
It's very exciting, you know, it's very exciting. Every time I play in here or in the Arab world, I'm excited, and especially now it's a program that is really very lighter than what I'm usually doing, and you know, we have fun, we dance, we sing, we enjoy our time. I think this is something that we badly need these days.
واليوم أنت عم تحكي بأبو ظبي، جمهورك بأبو ظبي متعدد الجنسيات، في العربي وفي الأجنبي. احكي لي عن الميوزك تبعك، كيف هيك بتعمل لها ميكس بين الجاز العربي والميوزك الغربية؟
You know, beyond the fact that my audience comes from different origins, one of the things that touches me the most is the fact that there are all kinds of ages. You have like very old people, middle-aged people, young teens, all kind, you know, very small kids, and usually like families come to my shows. And I think this is something that says a lot about my music. You know, I've always created music that was completely on the opposite side of what is trendy. Like that, I've been doing this for 20 years, and all my albums, every time I release an album, it's always on the opposite side, or always on the other sense than everything that is being produced today. You know, so I like this idea, you know, to be always creating something that is outside the box, and I think this.
So بتهتم إنك تكون ترند، تلحق الترند.
No, I don't at all. I'm completely on the opposite. So I intend.
بس بهمك إنه جين زي إنه يسمعوا الميوزك تبعتك.
I'm touched by the fact that everybody listens to my music.
Okay.
You know, but when it comes to these generations, the Gen Z and all, you know, the
Alpha,
Alpha and all this. If they listen to my music, it means they belong to my philosophy, which is you don't need to be in the trend. You can be part of it, but you don't need to be into this. And I think it's somehow a way to make people discover arts in a different way. You know, now everything, especially on the social medias and on TVs and all this, everything that is not mainstream is considered as a failure. You know, if you're
exactly. ما هذا بدي أقول لك إياه إنه أنت اليوم
I'm exactly the contrary. Like I'm being, sorry to say it this way, but I'm being successful while in the same time, in the meantime, not being at all mainstream.
So بتعتبرها it's a challenge.
It is. It is. Yeah. It's a challenge because artistically speaking, it forces you, it pushes you to develop ideas that are not the mainstream ideas. It's easy not, you listen to like a new album. Okay, Taylor Swift just released an album. You listen to the album, you say, okay, I'm gonna try to do something that sounds like this because this is what people wanna listen to. Okay, but let's do the contrary. Let's not do this. Let's try to see what can we create, what can we invent, what are the possibilities that are offered to us that will make people listen to my music and be curious about it without this thing that pushes you to be mainstream. You don't need to be mainstream, you know.
بس هلا كتير في فنانين إبراهيم يعني بيعملوا ميوزك just to be trend على تيك توك والسوشيال ميديا. ما بهمك الميوزك تبعتك تكون ترند on social media?
Not really. Not really, and I actually try to escape this.
بس it's a big challenge. أنت عم تحكي هلا إحنا ب 2026 2025 2026 ما تكون بهمك السوشيال ميديا. هذا تشالنج إنه أنت عم توصل بدك توصل الميوزك تبعتك بلا السوشيال ميديا.
I'm not saying without social medias. I'm very curious about social medias, and I always follow what's happening in the social medias, but I follow it especially to know what not to do. You see that? And I think this is the reason why my music is traveling the way it is traveling.
But I mean when you create music ما بتحس إنه okay هاي رح تروح ترند.
No.
رح تضرب ترند.
No.
ما بهمك.
No, and I don't look for it. You know what the danger is? What is one day trendy, at some point, it disappears. And I don't want to disappear. You know, and this is one of the things that I always say to the musicians who ask me, hey, how come you're a trumpet player, you're not a pop star, you're a trumpet player, how come you fill arenas and big stadiums? I say, because I don't follow the rule of the mainstream. If you are trendy, that means at some point, I mean, except, let's say what, there are 10 artists in the whole world who are trendy and who don't disappear, 10. Out of how many? Millions, right? Wow. So what are my chances, if ever I have the chance to be trendy at some point, what are my chances to stay there for 20, 30 years? You know, none, zero. So my only chance to exist is try to avoid being trendy, but in the same time develop my arts and, you know, the level of my artistry on the top of what I can ever do. And when you are on this opposite side of the trend and of the mainstream, people look at you differently. Like, hey, you know, if everyone is going like this, you always notice the one who's doing this. You know?
Exactly. هذا اللي بدي أقولك عليه. يعني أنت اليوم
so this was my strategy.
يعني اليوم الجمهور اللي بده يجي يحضرك بحفلاتك هو جمهور قاصد إبراهيم معلوف، يعني قاصد الميوزك تبعته، عندك تارجت معين.
Yes.
أنت فهذا الشيء بيخليك تشعر بالنجاح أكثر.
I don't know. I don't know what is the secret of all this, but for sure, if everyone, I mean, if you see a group all together going on one direction, because this is the mainstream, right? But you see only one thing going on the opposite, your eyes are going to focus on the thing that is on the opposite, right? Now it's a strategy, it's a way, it's not only a strategy, it's also my way to value arts. You know, I don't value arts as being something that everybody has to understand. I really believe that the people who are going to come to listen to me, for example in Abu Dhabi, but it's the case everywhere I go, are people who have another mindset than the mainstream people.
حبيت الجواب. إبراهيم، بس اليوم قد ايه مهم الفنان يكون عنده صوت بالاشياء اللي عم بتصير بالعالم العربي مثلا، ليحكي عن مشاكل الإنسانية اللي عم بتصير مثل عم بتصير بغزة.
You know, as an artist, whatever you do, or especially if you don't do, is anyways going to be considered as a statement. If you don't say anything, it's a statement. If you say something, it is a statement, right? So being conscious about what is happening in the world is not only acting, is the way you do it. What is the message that you want to share with people? Is it a message, is it a political message? On my case, no. I have never been really involved in political parties or these kind of things. My way to communicate with people when it comes to these kind of situations like what is happening in Gaza, in the Middle East, is just to make people feel the empathy. And music teaches us to feel things, feel emotions. The big problem in what is happening, for example, in Gaza, is the indifference of people. I talk to people in the street, people in the shops, in the restaurants, people I work with. I say, hey, can you imagine what is happening there? And they're like, oh, have a dinner or something. Yet people don't feel anymore. They don't have this empathy. So, on my opinion, music forces you to feel things. Music will make you cry. Music will make you feel happy or sad or whatever, you know. And when you teach people to understand music and to feel music, they can really dig deep and find this empathy that they lost. And most likely, when this empathy expresses itself, it leads to see the sufferer. And when you see the sufferer, you cannot be indifferent anymore. So that's my way to be, you know, that's my way to talk about the things that touch me.
اليوم لنرجع على موضوع السوشيال ميديا، ما بتحس إن الفنان لازم يكون عنده بلاتفورم ليحكي بهاي الأشياء ويوصل صوته؟
Yes, of course, it can be a great way. I did it, for example, many times. But I can also understand those who don't. Because whatever you say, people will always criticize you. And
exactly.
You know, and whether you are with or against, or if you say, we have to save the children. And, you know, for example, I really posted things, not even political or anything. I just said, stop the killing of children. Like, who in the whole world could be against this, right? Stop the killing of children. I mean, there's no way you can be against this statement. And believe me or not, I received messages from people saying, why are you saying this? What are you hiding? What are you, with who are you? Why are you expressing? I said, how come, why do I have to explain about this? It's so simple, it's so basic. They want to go, they want to go further. They want to go, they want you to fail in your statement. They want you at some point to maybe say something and then you have to regret it. So, you know, so I understand people who don't say anything. I understand that. But outside of your social medias, maybe there are things you can do. But some don't also.
اليوم لبنان بالنسبة لك بتروح هيك عليها زيارة ولا خلص هي صارت بس ذكرى؟
Come on. No, Lebanon is my birthplace, first of all. For all my family, big part of my family, all the family of my wife in Lebanon, and I feel that I have never left Lebanon. That what is strange, and for me it's even very frustrating because I don't speak Arabic very well, and I wish.
بسبب حكم عيشتك برا بس.
It's not only this. I mean, because I could have learned Arabic, and I feel a bit ashamed about that. I wish I could talk in Arabic and do this interview in Arabic, even though I understand all your questions. But I was born in Lebanon, and when I was a baby, they took me to France, and I have lived all my life in France. So it was difficult to to learn more. But I feel that I have never left Lebanon. Really, and it's not just something that I say like this to have the sympathy of people. I really do feel that my heart is all the time in Lebanon, and I spend a lot of time in there, and my father now lives there, and yeah.
شو أكتر شيء بتحبه بلبنان بس تروح على لبنان؟
Seeing my family, taking care of the family house. Spend time with my children, teaching them all the little things that my father and my mother used to teach me when I was young in Lebanon. Yeah, just
بتعلمون على الأكل اللبناني؟ بتروحوا بتعملوا من
I don't. I would like someone to teach me. I wish I knew. No, but we go to see the family. I show them all the beauty of the Middle East and of Lebanon. I try to make them feel the reason why I love this place, so that they do love the place too. And now I can see I have 3 children, and the eldest is 16. She loves Lebanon even more than I do. She wants to go there every time. She spends, even though she doesn't speak really well Arabic either. So you know that it's something that I transmit to my children with that it lights. How do you say? Ça allège mon sentiment de culpabilité.
نايس. طيب بدي أسألك عن علاقتك أنت وهبة. كمان هبة يعني فنانة معروفة كتير بالموسيقى وعندها جمهور كتير كبير. كيف تصير المنافسة بيناتكم؟
Very easy, because Hiba is as you said, she's an artist, so we understand each other. We share the love of music, of arts, of being on stage. She's a wonderful artist and a wonderful human being that makes everything much easier, in life. And also we have children together, so we are busy raising our children and spending time with them, teaching them music.
في حدا منهم طالع بحب الميوزك وصوته حلو؟
All of them.
Oh wow. Okay.
All of them.
So يعني نعرف إنه العائلة رح تكبر أكتر بيت معلوف.
Who knows? But they are really into music. I mean, Nael, the boy plays trumpet all the time. He's 4, but he spends his time playing trumpet.
Hello.
I don't even teach him. He just takes the trumpet, he blows, and he.
خلص هي بالجينات.
Maybe, yeah. Because my father trumpet, I play trumpet, and maybe him. And the girls, they sing. They sing all the time. So
Hello.
Who knows? Rita, the young one, she dances all the time also. So.
حلو مواهب كاملة يعني عائلة هاي.
We'll do a musical.
فلازم تعملوا فرقة كاملة انتوا لكان اذا هيك انت بتعزف وهن بيغنوا.
No. Hiba is gonna sing and we are gonna play for her.
اوكي وهن بيكونوا كورال.
Yes.
مش غلط. Thank you so much إبراهيم. يعني عن جد انبسطت كثير معك بالحديث.
لا
يمل.
Thank you.
والله يخليكم هالعائلة الحلوة.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.